Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into today's episode, could you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. You know, have a lovely day, whatever you're doing tonight, whatever you're doing tomorrow, have a lovely Christmas. And we're just going to dissect the game from yesterday, Plymouth 3, Blues 3, and we're going to look ahead to the Stoke game. Also, I've got Craig from Green Fever, just to have a little look at how Plymouth viewed the game, to be honest. But first of all, let's quickly just dive into the lineup, and it was an unchanged lineup again, which I was quite pleased to see. You know, he seems to be settling on this 4-3-3 system. It has got it up as a 4-2-3-1 here, but so kind of like Bielik's a holding, and then you got Sunjic and James either side. So I think that's a third game on the trot that we've got unchanged. So I was pleased to see that. And what we'll do is we'll quick look at the match momentum and how we started it. And the first half, compared to 3 or 4 weeks ago, we started that half sharp. Some really good interchanging, and we went ahead on the 19th. On the 15th minute, and we fully deserved it, in my opinion. He's playing some lovely football. Away from home, what a team. They're not a massive team, but they haven't lost at home this season, and I believe last season I think they only lost 1 game. So yeah, and the first half was all Blues. Jordan James gets the second goal. Really good play from Junior Bakuna. Whips across him it looked like it was going out to me, to be fair. And Jordan James finishes it off. And what a player Jordan James is turning into, in my opinion. He's looking absolute class, playing for Wales full time. And then Sanderson makes that mistake, and this is where this is where it annoys me, because Sanderson's been quality really under Eustace. He's struggling to adapt to this system under Rooney. Playing out from the back, and that is not comfortable. Gets caught in possession. 2-1. We're going at half time. 2-1 up. Pretty much. We are the better team, and then we come out, and then. Christian Bielik gets sent off, and I just want to quickly just show you this, guys, because we've just had confirmation now that this tackle is now, which was obviously a red card on the 48th minute, has been declined. So Wayne Rooney's appealed against it, and Bielik will miss the next 3 games. So I just want to get people's opinions on this challenge, because there's a lot of mixed views on it. I've been listening to a few Plymouth Argyle podcasts earlier, and even they're saying that this shouldn't have been a red card. Not even a yellow. I don't even think it was a yellow card, in my opinion. If you're going to send players off for challenges like that, this is a contact sport, and this is what annoyed me, because basically we lost the game. We didn't win the game because of this red card, in my opinion. It's a contact sport. It was a great challenge. He took the ball. It wasn't dangerous, and we'll get Craig's opinion on the red card in just a moment. But yeah, and obviously then we go into a low block, trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead, and as you can see here, Plymouth piling on the pressure, and then we do what's best. We do what we're good at. He's what we're good at under Eustace. He's the counter attack, and bang, we score a third. Junior Bakuna again, Jordan Stansfield whipping it back across. And, we're 3-1 up, and you're thinking, we can hold on to this 3-1. We've got like 30 minutes left. We can hold on to this. And, Plymouth piled the pressure on, got a goal only 5 minutes later, and, went on to get the third. And it's kind of mixed emotions for me, if I'm being honest, because I would have took a point at the start before the game, and given how the match played out, it's kind of like gutting. I'm sure Plymouth fans will be more pleased than Blues fans. But definitely improvements in the last 3 games for Blues, 100%. You know, the last 3 games have been night and day compared to when Rooney came in. So definitely we're improving. You know, Bakuna getting man of the match. Hot and cold Bakuna, I call him. You know, he can have a storm of one game, and then the following week he'll have a nightmare. But picking up a 9.2 here. Dembele, they're all calling about it, like this little tap which Dembele done to one of the Plymouth players, just tripped him up a little thing. They're all going mad about he should have been sent off. It's like, it's fucking mad. Yeah, Jordan James, great game again, like picking up at 8.2, and Stansfield. We've seen the old Stansfield from the start of the season. You know, where he's obviously, you know, this Plymouth and Exeter rivalry has proper rolled him up, and getting an 8.4 there. So all in all, mixed emotions. You know, we move on now to Stoke at home. And what I want to do quickly, lads, is just what I want to do is, so Bielik's out now for the next 3 games. I'm struggling to think who's going to replace him in this role here. This is Bielik's role, you know, and he has struggled to adapt to it, if I'm being honest. This role here, you need to be calm on the ball. You need to have a good football intelligence to play balls out from the back, because what's happening is he's picking balls up here, and he's not the quickest. You know, listen, you need to be a really good player to play this number 6 role here. You need everything. You need every football, you know, kind of like technicality, if you like, to play this role. And I don't think Bielik's got it, in my opinion. I think he's a little bit too slow. He's a little bit slow getting back. Listen, he's a good player, but, you know, now he's out for 3 games. Who would you drop into this role? Because I can't see him changing the formation, in my opinion. So, you know, would you drop James into that position there? Who would you bring in? This is where I want your out, lads, really, to kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's really frustrating that Bielik's out. You know, he's come under a lot of stick, really, to be honest, from Blues fans lately. But yeah, I need your help on that one. So what we'll do is we'll stop sharing that. And I just want to invite Craig on from Green Fever. If you haven't been on his channel, check it out. It's the Green Fever. We done an instant match reaction yesterday after the game. So if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. So the Green Fever, it's on YouTube. So let me invite Craig on. How are you, Craig? How you feeling?
Hey guys. Yeah, absolutely buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing after that performance. Really. To be fair, probably out of the two of us, I'm probably more happy with that. Would you argue that, or?
Yeah, you look the more happier, mate. You look the more happy. You was
Definitely.
yesterday as well, and I suppose, like, you know, we're a big club, ain't we? So, you know, little clubs like Plymouth, kind of, you know, you have to set
Little
the
club.
positive. You know, you have to set the positives, and you was 2-0 down, 3-1 down. Yeah, I'd be probably ecstatic, really, to get a point out of that. You know, I really would, mate. So yeah, fair play to you. Do you think, Craig, that if we hadn't had that man sent off, we'd have gone on to win that? What did you think of Blues' first half performance?
Do you know what? Probably one of the best teams I've seen for the first 45 playing football at home park. It was just a scintillating to watch. You could see the frustration that the Birmingham City performance really put on the Argyle supporters, in terms of, like, obviously, you know, the J stands for, and obviously I don't support. I don't, you know, no, it's not acceptable, the missiles being thrown. Just want to say that now. You know, I don't support that. It's totally unacceptable. You know, Jay Stansfield, obviously great finish, and then obviously a great finish from Jordan James. But some of the football, going back 3 or 4 weeks ago, if Steven Schumacher's still here, you're probably looking at this is going to be 3 points. It's just going to, we'll roll you over. But now, you know, Rooney seemed to be improving the performances. it was really scintillating to watch. I quite enjoyed watching Birmingham, to be honest. I thought one of the best 45 for opposition that we've probably seen at home park this season, barring Millwall and Swansea, of course.
Yeah, thanks for that, Craig. Because I was really, really impressed with the first 45 minutes. I was absolutely like, the first 7 or 8 games from Rooney coming, but I just couldn't see what he was trying to do, and you kind of summed it up really well. We was passing the ball well. We was getting in dangerous areas. This 1-2 touch, and I thought we played brilliant. I really do, and I think we've got to, as much as we're disappointed we didn't get the 3 points, we've got to think that if we never had that man sent off, we would have won that game quite
It's not a
easily.
red card for me. I've seen it back. It's not a red card.
No, it weren't, man. And
But can I just say that the Dembele kick out was a yellow card. That's just
yeah,
what.
it should have been
It's not.
yellow for that, mate. It
Yeah,
should have been yellow, but
yeah, it wasn't a red. Yeah, it should have been a yellow.
I've seen people
I think
saying
Joe. I think Joe Edwards overreacted a bit. I'd have to admit. You can see it on the replays. Joe Edwards did over it, but he's going to try and overreact, and he's going to try and obviously get the player sent off to try and get that
yeah,
advantage. But I do think it was a bit, overreact. But I thought the second half, I thought that third goal you scored was it's just beautiful. It was just, simple. Argyle made the mistake. He just go up the other end and absolutely punish us. It was just devastating counter-attacking football. I think, Con Hazard probably should have done better with that. The third. But I really like to praise Argyle's second half performance in terms of we could have just gave in, and there was, given this the week we've had, the players dug in, they showed fight, desire, passion to really dig something out for the fans. And we also, Ben Waine goes up and gets a fantastic goal, and then of course Morgan Whittaker goes out. But you never know, mate. We could have won it at the end with Freddie's opportunity. If that goes in, Argyle fans are going into absolute meltdown. But I think on the balance of play, I think you'll probably take a point. We take a point. Everybody's happy, really. I think
yeah,
everybody, we take
yeah.
a point.
I think it was Craig. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think it was a 3-3. A really good game. I said yesterday, didn't I? A really good game for the neutral, and
Mm.
and on Blues, like it was just good to see us playing football again. We've been so starved of watching us play football that it was just really nice to watch that first half. But it was always going to be
I know that
difficult.
I know the jury's still out on Wayne Rooney, but
Yeah,
you got to get behind him, and regardless if you're Rooney out, regardless if you're Rooney in, you just support your team, regardless of your feelings of the manager. Just put that to one side and
yeah.
just back your team. Would you agree with that, mate? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I completely agree with it, Craig. Because I was very much, my subscribers are now like that. I couldn't stand this guy. I didn't want Eustace sacked, and I certainly didn't want
No, of
Rooney
course not.
manager. And but I was talking to my pal yesterday about it, and he's pretty much like he doesn't want Rooney at the club. I said, listen, mate, like you've just like they're not going to sack him. Like we've just got to get behind him and support the badge basically, and that's
Because you
what I've
can
actually
see
got my head round.
you can see
But
the football is there. There is there
yeah,
is there is there is a style of play. There is an identity. There is some. It's not like there is no the players that void of ideas. They don't know what they're doing. But obviously, that centre back that made a mistake. Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Because obviously he got dominated a few times on the ball. That the guy with the curly hair, whatever his name. The
yeah, Sanderson.
braids. He got a bit. Yes, he got a bit caught out for Joe Edwards' first goal, but there is positive signs for Blues, and obviously hopefully Argyle can get a new manager soon, and hopefully we can see both of our teams pushing up the league and really start to hopefully mount a challenge towards the end of the season.
Yeah. I think we'll both be. I think we'll both be fine for relegation. I don't think none of us will go down. I think got too much quality in the team. But you made a good point about Rooney, and I think we've just got to stick with it. And I can see what he's trying to do now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas, like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. I couldn't see what they was doing, and the players seem to be buying into it. They're giving 100%, and that's all you can ask for. So Blues now move on to Stoke at home on Boxing Day, Craig. So it's your ex-manager, who's left Plymouth now.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's at Stoke. So we got a 0-0 draw at home to Millwall. Should we quickly just flick on this and have a look how he lined
Is it
up?
a 4-3? Yeah, it looks like it's a 4-3-3. Yeah, stick with the 4-3-3. Yeah,
So was that the
thought he would.
formation he was playing with Plymouth?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, Steven Schumacher likes to play a 4-3-3. Likes to play out from the back
Yeah.
into the centre backs. Likes to play out, to the back four. Sometimes he doesn't really like to go long. He really likes to play it out from the back and hope, try and create opportunities. He likes to really pass the through the lines, get the defensive midfielder really on, getting it out to the number eights and trying to ping those balls over to the wingers and really trying to play fast counter-attacking football. And I think against Stoke, I think defensively, I'm not sure what they're like, but I think Birmingham City might be able to get some joy because Steven Schumacher wasn't known for his defensive attributes because we
Yeah.
were conceding a lot of goals. So I think you might be able to get joy defensively, but I would be very careful with their offensive capabilities with Steven Schumacher's tactic ability because it's second to none. And obviously he's gaining experience obviously with Argyle last season. He is gaining that in-game knowledge, that in-game, the decision making is definitely improving because obviously for the Stoke City goal, he got those substitutions that were involved in the goal. So he is learning. So I'll be very careful with those things.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking at their latest results. So obviously they drew 0-0 with Millwall
3 draws in a row.
yesterday. They had a good point away to West Brom 1-1 and at home to Swansea 1-1. So that they're not absolutely terrible. They're sitting 19th, just a place
Mm.
behind us. Do you know what? I really do fancy us to get something, even though the
You should, mate.
Bealey.
You should.
Yeah, I think the Bielik sending off now he's banned for 3 games has probably upset the formation starting 11, which he'd kind of been settled on. It'd be interesting to see what he does actually, who he puts in that 6 role. But I do fancy us. It's on Sky, isn't it? 5:15. This is one thing with Rooney,
Yes.
I've got to say.
Yes.
We're all over the news and Sky and stuff, and I suppose it's money in it. Do you know what I mean? It's incomings, I suppose. But yeah, so give me your score prediction for Blues versus Stoke, Craig.
Oh, I've got to say, I got to back a Birmingham win, and because obviously, well, no, actually, I don't want a Birmingham win because both of you are in and around us. So I
True.
would I would take a point. So I'd probably go 1-1. I'd both
Yeah,
take a point, but obviously for you, mate, I'd want Birmingham to obviously beat Stoke, obviously with Steven
nice one.
Schumacher. So
Yeah. Oh, like I'm really skeptical about these new manager bounces and
yeah,
the teams do seem to like kind of like have this new manager bounce apart from Blues, but yeah. So no. Do you know what? Like I fancy us against Stoke on Boxing
yeah,
Day. I fancy us to win 2-0, and I fancy us against Bristol City. We've got 2 home games coming up now. 26th and the 29th. I fancy us to win both of them. I really do. I just hope we can sort this number 6 roll out. Let me know in the comments who you put in as that number 6 because I don't think he's going to change the formation. It's either going to be James Sunjic. It's going to be one of them two. But I do fancy us. I really do. After watching us the last 3 games, massive improvements. So yeah, just quickly, who you got on Boxing Day, Craig?
well, obviously we've got a massive game up against massive. We go to 10th place, I think, in the league, Cardiff,
Yeah.
and we go to Southampton. Obviously, 2 games back to back. Against top 12 opposition. So basically, mate, it's like, and obviously Watford are in high and flying form at the moment. So it's basically damage limitation to see how many points we can get, out of the Christmas period. I think Cardiff, we probably get a point. Southampton's the jury's still out. Who knows? Probably that's another free hit. But at Watford, I think hopefully the home park will be rocking on New Year's Day. So should be what about yourself? What's obviously you just highlighted it there. You got 2 home games, so that's not too bad then.
Yeah, so we've got them 2 home games. We've got Stoke and Bristol City. I think we need to get at least 4 points out of them 2 games, and then we
Yeah,
travel to
definitely
Leeds.
achievable.
Yeah, Leeds United on New Year's.
Is
New
that a
Year's
free hit
Day.
for you?
Well, I suppose so. Yeah, I watched their game against Ipswich.
They were just amazing, weren't they?
Amazing, I'm going to that Leeds as well. Well, I've got a ticket for it, whether I decide to go or not. I did manage to get a ticket. Yeah, amazing, unreal. Took them apart, didn't I? So I brought the ticket before I seen them win 4-0. It sounds a little bit what's the name, don't it? But no, that I tore them apart, and I've been to Leeds a few times. It's a great ground to go to. The atmosphere is electric.
But obviously Wayne Rooney with the Leeds Man United thing, probably would want to try and derail
Yeah,
their season, I would imagine.
yeah, we'll see how it pans out. But I want 6 points out of the next 3 games. But we'll see how it goes. Right, what we'll do, we'll leave it there, guys. It's gone on 20 minutes. If you can, check Craig out, the Green Fever, anything Plymouth Argyle. We've done an instant match reaction yesterday after the game. That's quite interesting, so go and check that out. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas. I'm not really a Christmassy guy. It's Christmas Eve. What time is it? It's about 4:30, isn't it? 5:30, and I'm in the house. I'm not a massive fan of Christmas, but I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas. Let's hope Blues win on Boxing Day, and all have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll leave it there, Craig. All the best for the rest of the season, and keep right on.
Perfect, mate. Thank you.